Hi there, welcome to Lotus Moon Yoga. My name is Corinne, and in today's prenatal class we are going to be focusing on strengthening our pelvic floor with Kegels or pelvic floor exercises, and we will do a few different exercises throughout the practice. Today's practice will be about 20 minutes. If you have a nice big pillow, I just pulled one off my bed, maybe get that handy and close to you, and so when we have a Shavasana, you can be comfortable either on your back or on your side with the pillow resting between your legs, or if you're on your back, under your knees. Okay, let's start. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just allow yourself to connect to breath. Begin to breathe in, breathe out. Just allow yourself to take the next few moments or the next few breaths to connect to yourself, and connect to your baby bump. That little miracle that you're growing inside you, where each and every day you may feel different movement and in different places. Under the ribs one day, a little punch in the lower belly the next. If you like, place your hands on your baby bump and just feel the sensations of your baby. If you can, begin to breathe a little bit deeper, taking a deep breath in and letting your belly expand. And as you exhale, hug baby back to you. Squeeze baby towards your back, your spine. And one more deep inhale. And a long exhale. If your hands were on your baby bump, place them back on your lap. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release your right ear over to your shoulder. Just getting a stretch down the left side of the neck. And breath in. Exhale back to center. Inhale deeply in through the nose. Exhale out your nose or your mouth. Again, feeling the stretch down the right side of your neck, shoulder, and sometimes we feel that all the way down our arm to fingertips. And come back to center. Look over one shoulder, back to center, look over the other shoulder, and back to center. Release your chin down towards your chest. Slowly breathe your head back over top of your shoulders, and then release your head back ever so slightly. And back to center. Inhale one shoulder up towards your earlobe. Alternate to the other shoulder. And a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale, release the shoulder down. Changing sides. Good, and one more. Good. Hands back on your knees again, and just begin to make some circles with your torso. I like to call this one taking the baby on a little trip around the world. Good, we'll go 5 rotations one direction, 5 rotations the other direction. Good, and then change. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you release back, and a couple more. Just begin to feel some movement in the lower back, some stretching. Good, and last one. Beautiful, and then come back up to center. Let your arms rest down by your side. We'll do a couple side seated twists. So inhale your arms either up towards your shoulders or into a victorious V. And then slowly as you exhale, twist over to one side, just lowering your arms down. Breathing in, take a couple of deep breaths here. Again, breathing baby. Exhale, we come back to center. And inhale, lift the arms up into a victorious V. Exhale, lower the arms down and turn to look towards your back shoulder. Couple deep breaths here. And make your way back to center. Inhale the shoulders, both shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale your shoulders down. All right, so Kegels or pelvic floor exercises. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and just allow yourself to connect to your pelvic floor or your perineum. And begin to lift your perineum up away from the earth and feel more of a lift, and then just hold that lift. Good, and release the lift back down. So release your perineum back down to the earth. And we'll do that one more time for practice. So lift the perineum away from the earth, and then you're kind of feeling like you're integrating it, or it's a contraction of the pelvic floor, and release. So sometimes moms will feel Braxton Hicks contractions. So those are those practice contractions that don't set you off or lead you into labor. So you might be feeling those, especially with doing some Kegels or pelvic floor exercises. All right, stretch your legs out. Just lean back on your hands and give your legs a little bit of a shake. And then come into a resting child's pose. So rolling on to your hands and knees, sinking your bum down towards your hips and lowering yourself down towards your mat. You can make a fist with your hands and just rest your forehead on your hands here. Or if it feels comfortable, just let your whole entire chest rest down towards the earth and tuck your chin in towards your sternum and let your forehead rest on your mat. So take 3 deep breaths here, breathing right into the pelvic floor. Deep, deep, deep breath. And then as you exhale, lift your belly away from your thighs and feel like you're squeezing baby or giving baby a good hug. Good. Now these next ones, we're going to integrate the pelvic floor. So as you inhale, imagine your breath is moving right into the base or bowl of your pelvic floor and expanding. And then exhaling out your nose or your mouth. As you hug baby towards your spine, begin to lift your perineum up towards your belly button. Let's do that again. Inhale deeply, expanding your belly, making lots of room for baby. And imagine that breath going right into your pelvic floor. Exhale, draw baby closer to your spine. Squeeze the air out of your lungs. Lift your pelvic floor up towards your navel. Good. Now relax your pelvic floor and just come to your natural rhythm breath. And then begin to make your way onto your hands and knees. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders stacked. Knees underneath your hips into tabletop. We'll move through a few cat-cow sways now. So take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, let baby go. Release, tilt your head back. And as you exhale, round out your spine. Hug baby again in close towards your back, chin to chest. Toes can point back or curl under. Inhale one more time. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the front body. Exhale. Contract, round out. Hug baby in. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen, open up across the chest, head back, and exhale, release, round out, and come back to neutral spine. Open your knees up a little bit wider here, and bring your right hand a little bit closer underneath your nose. Inhale the left arm up, and exhale the left arm behind the right arm, lowering down into child's pose with a twist, or sometimes we call this one thread the needle. So just take a couple deep breaths here. Again, breathing baby. Close your eyes. Let yourself relax. Try to keep your hips stacked right over top of your knees. And coming back, press your right hand into the mat to press you back up and back onto all fours. Switching sides, left hand comes underneath your nose, right arm draws up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm behind the left arm, lower down, all the way down to your upper arm. Good, and then let your head relax in the most comfortable position. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more deep breath in here. Fill up the lungs nice and deep. And exhale completely. Pressing your left hand down to the earth and breathe your right arm up and back into tabletop. Walk your knees back underneath your hips. Let's come into downward facing dog now. So curl your toes under, lift your hips up in the air, and then press your palms into the earth as you begin to pedal your feet, alternating side to side. Now open your stance a little bit wider here, making room as necessary for your growing babe. Just pedaling those heels. Good, and then when you're ready, you can lift up the left leg, inhale the left leg and step it forward into a lunge, or come down to your right knee as you step your left leg forward. Good, have both of your hands on the inside of the left foot, and then slowly breathe your shoulders over top of your hips so that you're in a forward lunge here. All right, release the right arm down. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky, shoulders and hips are square. And then exhale, windmill the right arm behind you, opening up the shoulders and the hips. And again, inhale the arm up. Exhale, windmill the arm, breathing it down. One more time. Inhale the arm up. Exhale the arm down. And then bring both hands down on the inside of the left foot. Take a deep breath in here through your nose, right into the pelvic floor. As you're ready to exhale, shift your weight back. Shift your hips back towards the knee and feel the stretch in the left hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, bend your left knee again. And then press your right hand down into your mat, or you can make a fist with that hand. Open up your left knee towards the long edge side of your mat. Place your left hand on the knee, and then begin to sink down into this right front thigh or hip. And if you want to move into a little deeper twist, sometimes these deeper twists feel quite nice prenatally. Take a deep, deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly release your hand down. Bring your foot back onto your mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step the left leg back. Just move your hips around from side to side here in tabletop. Good, and then we'll take a resting child's pose. Toes together, sink your bum back towards your heels, and come down into your resting child's pose. Bring your mind's eye to your pelvic floor one more time. Inhale deeply, expanding your breath into your pelvic floor, into that basket. And then as you exhale and hug baby towards your spine, lift your pelvic floor up towards your navel. And again, inhale deeply. Exhale, draw the pelvic floor up towards your navel. And then release your pelvic floor and come back to your regular rhythmic breath. Slowly make your way back onto your hands and knees into tabletop. Walk your knees back together again. Curl your toes under, preparing to come into downward facing dog. And pedal your heels down one at a time. Good. Inhale, switching legs. So inhale the right leg up. Step it forward, the outside of the right hand. Lower your back knee down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw your shoulders over top of your hips. All right, so working the shoulder again here. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, windmill it back behind you. Let your hand brush along your thigh. Couple more times. Inhale, hips square, shoulders square. Exhale, the arm back. Inhale, arm reaches forward. Exhale, arm comes around the back, brushes your hips, and then set both hands down on your mat. Either with your back toes curled under or toes pointing back, it's up to you. We'll go into the right leg hamstring stretch now, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back, draw your bum back towards your heel and straighten this front leg. Just breathing into the back of that hamstring. Bend your knees if you feel really tight back here, or let this foot relax a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, press your foot down on the mat. Now we open up the right knee over towards the long side edge of your mat. Inhale the right arm up. You can rest it on your thigh or reach it up towards the sky. And a couple breaths here. And exhale, release the hand back down. Bring your knee to your shoulder and step the right leg back. Good, and then move your hips around, lifting your shins and feet up. And then come down into resting child's pose. One more set of Kegels here. Breathe nice and deep in through your nose. Exhale. Relax the pelvic floor. All right, inhale, deep, deep, deep. Feel the breath expanding into your pelvic floor. Exhale your breath, hug baby towards your spine. Squeeze, and then lift your pelvic floor up towards your navel. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor. And 1 more time. Good, and then slowly come onto your hands and knees. Shake your legs out. And come into a comfortable kneeling position. All right, little shoulder stretch, or back of the arm shoulder stretch. So inhale, both arms, palms face up. And then exhale, cross your left elbow underneath your right elbow. Wrap your arms, your forearms around each other, and then rotate your wrists so that your palms are pressing against each other. Draw your chin towards your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here into the back and the shoulders. Just imagine your shoulders, or the tightness or any stress that we're carrying, can breathe. We can breathe that stress away, let it go. And exhale, release your arms down, unwrap your arms, and just a little bit of shoulder rotation here. Prepare for the other arm. So inhale, palms face up, inhale the arms up. This time we're going to cross the right elbow underneath the left. Good, hug your forearms together and then rotate your hands to face each other. Lift your elbows up a little bit in line, to be in line with your shoulders, chin down towards the chest. And take some deep breaths here. Slowly exhale, release your arms. Good, and get some nice shoulder movement here. All right, one more Kegel exercise here. This is my favorite position to do Kegels. So you just come into wide knees and send your tailbone back as opposed to tucking it. So just make sure that your tailbone is sort of lifted. Imagine it's lifted up off your heels and your weight is on your hands somewhat, okay? Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Relax your jaw, tongue, and mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep, deep breath in through your nose. And exhale out your nose or mouth. Here we go for 3. Same pattern. Inhale deeply. Expand your breath, expand your diaphragm, breath into the pelvic floor, and then as you exhale, hug baby in towards your back. And now lift your pelvic floor. Lift it for 1, 2, 3. Inhale, expand your pelvic floor with the breath. Deep, deep, deep. Exhale, release. And hug your pelvic floor up towards your belly button. 1, 2, 3. We'll do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale out your nose or mouth. Relax your jaw, mouth, tongue, let it go. And pelvic floor, lift it. Good. Now relax your pelvic floor, come back to your regular breath. And begin to make your way onto your back by rolling onto your side body first, and then roll onto your back body. So from your back, just draw your knees in towards your shoulders, little rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back, between the shoulder blades again. And then slowly lowering both feet down. And we'll prepare for Shavasana. So rolling onto your left side. And here's where your pillow will come in handy. So a couple options I'll show you. Either with your pillow between your thighs. For Shavasana, some people like to have it resting in front, and then their top leg rests on top of the pillow. Good. And then another option is to lay on your back and have your pillow underneath your knees. So if you're still comfortable to lay on your back for Shavasana, feel free to. So close your eyes. Just allow yourself a few moments of rest, deeper rest and relaxation. Just letting go on all levels of your being. In a few moments, you'll hear my voice slowly bringing you back. Slowly come back into your body, so inviting some subtle wiggles in your fingers and toes. And then inviting some movement in your wrists, some rotations in the ankles. Take a big deep stretch, whether on your side or your back. If you are on your back body, let's roll over to one side. And then when you're ready, roll and press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Good. Coming back into your cross-legged position, place your hands on your baby bump. Send your baby loving kindness and gratitude. Either one hand on your baby bump and one hand on your heart, or both hands together to Namaskar Mudra. Send yourself loving kindness and gratitude for making a commitment to spend some time with your breath and yourself and your baby on your mat today. And I send my heartfelt gratitude for practicing with me today as well. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Namaste.